Hello, hello. Listen, lindas. Que lindas. Listen, if y'all see me wearing, if you see me wearing this outfit in my cruise pictures, okay, in my cruise content, shh, just relax, okay? It's not that deep. No, I'm just saying. Hello, ladies, and welcome to another episode of Fit, Fine, and Flowing with Sasha Janae. So, wait, let me do that again. Hello, ladies, and welcome to another episode of Fit, Fine, and Flowing with Sasha Janae. Yeah, I think that was prettier. We'll keep that one. Okay. I am here with you, ladies, for a very short time. I just want to check in because, this is definitely the highlight of my week. What just hit me is that I forgot to think about my peaks and valleys. I think it's because I've been in a fog. Let me explain. Let me rewind. Hold on. First, I gotta fluff out my ponytail just to make sure. So today is gonna be, it's the day before my first cruise of my life ever. Okay. I am super excited to be here with you ladies, but my brain is also already on vacation. So I wanted to come in. I wanted to check in with y'all. I want to touch base with y'all. I think last episode, it helped me a lot. I rewatched it and I hope you guys don't think this is narcissistic of me, but when I was listening to it, I try and take myself out of it when I listen to it to make sure that I'm doing what needs to be done, right? And it made me cry a little bit, maybe because it's my own personal experience and I can relate because it's actually literally me, or maybe because I'm a narcissist, or maybe because that was just some real stuff, like just some real, I want to be vulnerable with you ladies. I want to let you know that you're not alone in your experience. Every day is not a rainy day, and the rain brings the sunshine and the rainbows. And so we have to go through it. So why not go through it together, right? So it's episode 18. Wow. We got 66 subscribers. I'm not embarrassed of that either. We got 66 subscribers on YouTube. Okay. We're still only on YouTube, which is a huge deal. We average about I would say about 50 views per video. We're on this tonight that we're recording is episode 18. So thank y'all so much for sticking with me. Thank you so much for loving me. To my new viewers, welcome to Fit, Fine, and Flowing with Sasha Janae. I'm so happy to have you. We are a fitness, lifestyle, mom, life brand, okay? Lifestyle podcast, fitness podcast. And I really just wanted to bring to you guys some value. I wanted you guys to hold my hand while we survive life and build. And I wanted to do the same for you. So if you're new here, welcome. If you are seasoned here, welcome back. And let's just get into it. So we are brought to you by water with liquid IV in there because your girl needs to be hydrated. I need to look fabulous. I need to feel fabulous. Okay. So, we're going to start out with our peaks and valleys. And I was watching my video last week. Y'all don't be telling me that I don't be sucking it in. I just get comfortable with y'all. My posture just be crazy. Anyway, so if I'm looking in the mirror, even though I feel like I'm always looking in the mirror and then I watch the episode, I'm like, girl, you let yourself go. You let yourself go. Anyways, so peaks and valleys of episode 18. My peak is that today was my last day at work before vacation. Today is my last day in Florida before my vacation. I talked to my best friend. And yeah, that's my peak of my week. My goddaughter's birthday was Saturday. Shout out to Hazel Wazel. Hi, baby. She turned 2. We had a really great time. Saturday went down to Miami, celebrated the baby's birthday, and just enjoyed family time for sure. Love you, Pookie. And so I guess that will be my peak of the week. And also today being the day before my cruise. So I'm a first-time cruiser. Okay, so y'all gonna prepare to be sick of me. My first time cruising. I don't know if I should take my phone or leave my phone because if I understand correctly, I have to buy a Wi-Fi package. I have a digital camera. I do not know where the batteries are. Should I take the camera? Should I take the phone? Should I take both? I don't know. I did learn that I can take a bottle of wine and my bestie could take a bottle of wine too. We're gonna have fun, okay? Damn, I forgot my valley. So my valley. my belly. I just feel like maybe you guys know me more intimately than I anticipated or than I intended for y'all to know me. I am freaking on my cycle again. So what happened was Saturday, my watch, which I'm not wearing today because I'm in vacation mode, my watch gave me a notification saying, hey girl, 9 days, your period's gonna come. I'm like, okay, cool. When I get back, my period is due. How about that? Puta came the other day. I'm a 7-day cycle girl, okay? I cycle for 7 days. And guess what? We're smack dab in the middle. So I had to rethink my entire, this is a valley, by the way. I had to rethink my entire wardrobe for the cruise because I was thinking thong, bikini, and cover-ups. Maybe one nice dress for the fancy dinner. The end. That's what I was thinking. Now that's not really the case. So whatever. Appreciate womanhood, appreciate life, appreciate Mother Nature. But it's a little inconvenient, no? Just a little inconvenient, whatever. It's cool. I have been in a hormonal stupor, okay? Perfectly fine. Didn't expect it the day it came. I was perfectly fine. I was like, well, maybe I was a little irritable. Maybe I was a little sleepy. But I felt good. I felt fine. There was nothing wrong with me until Monday. Now, mind you, there's a cycle. There's hormone fluctuations, okay? And I got my nails done today, and they look amazing, and I'm really happy with them. And they're not acrylic. It's just gel in my regular nail. I'm not used to this yet, but I'm loving it. Anyways, so I'm processing the fact that my baby girl just graduated kindergarten. So now she's like really a big girl. Like every milestone, she's a big girl, but like now she's really a big girl. I got one moving to 5th grade, the 16-year-old doing his thing. We're teaching him how to drive, where being me and the people in my head, teaching him how to drive. I will not ever give, and if you know me personally, you know, or you can gather who I'm talking about, okay? And we're still in valleys. I'm still talking about my valleys, okay? I will never give these clout chasing scumbags the light of day. I refuse, unless I'm directly asked a question, I refuse to acknowledge a soul that does not contribute to my life and wishes bad on me, okay? If you know me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And so with that being said, I'm processing so many different things in 3 days. Oh, damn. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, listen, oopsies, lights off. Yeah, I think we should be straight either way. Yeah, we should be straight either way. So I am processing like so many different events from freaking Saturday to Monday. Monday, I just decided after like the main event Monday, and the reason why I'm not sharing it with you is not because I'm trying to hide my business from you. I literally just like refuse to allow anybody clout on my name, right? I decided to go lay down and go to bed. I was just beside myself. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm like hormonally down. Life's throwing these curve freaking balls at me. What is going on? And I feel ugly. When I tell you I feel ugly, you'll see by my social media, I have not posted much because I'm like, girl, your skin is dry. You ain't been working out. You look shorter. Anyways, this is part of the episode too. So that was just being in the hormonal fog is definitely 100% the valley of my week, okay? So with that being said, because it pertains so much to the episode, we're going to get right into the episode. Like we're actually going to get into the episode, okay? Especially since the lights are right now. So I just wanted to talk to y'all about this being the episode where I'm hella unprepared. I'm emotionally unprepared. I am physically unprepared. I am mentally unprepared. I'm bloated. I'm slightly overwhelmed, but I'm coming out of the fog. So I guess this episode is coming out of the fog, right? I just want to let you guys know, as of today, as of honestly tonight, I'm starting to feel like myself again. Okay. I just really wanted to connect with y'all and touch base with y'all. And just honestly, we're yapping. This is what we're doing. When we have our cycle, we're yapping intentionally. Okay. I'm really honestly just venting to y'all and letting y'all know about my life. So from survival mode to vacation vibes. So last week's episode, very real, very real, very current, very real. But I have to switch gears because life is not going to stop for like reality. Life is nothing stops. You got to keep going. You got to keep moving. You got to keep going, right? Shout out to Janae Aiko. You got to keep rolling. You got to keep going. So vacation mode. Now we go from cycle, overwhelmed to vacation mode. And here we are. Our hormones are really trying to fuck us up for real. Okay. I have to pack. I still haven't packed yet. Please, nobody judge me. Y'all know I'm like I used to be a type A heavy. But now as an adult, I'm like a type C. I'm probably like honestly a type F, but here we are, right? And just trying to feel cute again, trying to feel myself, forcing myself, because a couple of days ago, I was seriously considering how would my best friend react to me saying, girl, go without me. And imagine that, first time cruiser, birthday present, best friend. We see each other every single year. This is the first time we're seeing each other this year. And I back out of that. Like that's freaking insane. So I am, let me just take a deep breath. So we're getting through it. Okay. We're getting through it and it's going to be fun. I feel like I'm coming out of my hormonal fog. Yesterday was bad. I cried a lot yesterday. I cried and I complained and I felt like everybody was out to get me. Do you ever feel like people are just out to get you? Like, you know, I am going through life and you just want to make things more difficult for me. Like, what's the purpose of that? Because I don't try and make things more difficult for people. And I felt like everybody was out to get me. If you can relate, you know, let me know, like during that time, right? Now, that's basically what's inspiring this episode because we're going to yap about it as we should. There's a hormonal shift that I feel like we complain about how we feel during that hormonal shift, but we don't actually identify that hormonal shift that happens when you're going from luteal to menstrual. Okay. Everything feels heavier physically, emotionally, mentally. Your focus is off. The lack of motivation. I am a business owner. I am a social media figure. I have a podcast. Okay. I am a mother. I have a job. I have this beautiful, wonderful staff of people that I work with. And I have some responsibilities. When I tell you, I was literally up until today, I'm still feeling a little unmotivated, but not as unmotivated as I was feeling before. I mean, the lack of motivation during this hormonal shift is freaking insane. Feeling behind on life, like I'm not doing enough, but I also don't have the energy to do anything that I should be doing. Not feeling attractive. You can tell, like if you really study me, you can tell that I'm not feeling myself because I'm not flirty. I'm not smiling. I'm not taking pictures. I'm not really caring about doing my hair. I do not put makeup on. You're hard pressed for me to put lotion on after I shower. Okay. I don't want to be around people like people that I normally talk to on a daily basis. I don't want to talk to you. People that I don't normally talk to on a daily basis, but really make me happy to talk to. I feel like I'm going to be a little sad cloud in their life. So I would rather not converse. It's just really ridiculous. And to be going through all these motions and have a cruise is freaking insane. So I'm thanking my lucky stars for the way that I feel today and the little shift that happened today where I feel more like myself. But I am also looking forward to the day in a day or two where I want to listen to music again. I look at my bedroom and say, oh my God, I can go ahead and put this wallpaper up. And I decide to plan out my content schedule for the month of June. Like I'm really looking forward to that day because baby, I don't have it in me. I feel uninspired and I'm a Pisces. I'm an artist. It's literally in my nature. And an uninspired artist, that's really unfair. Like, that's crazy unfair. So I think that I can be a little bit less judgmental of myself now that I can see myself out of this fog. Okay. I wanted to wear sweatpants today. I wanted to wear sweatpants to my cruise. I didn't want to go to my cruise. I'm not going to say that anymore during this episode, but it like shit was real, man. So I am very judgmental of myself. Like today I was driving over and I'm like looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, like my eyes look good. I got my eyebrows done and my nails done today. And I was like, oh, okay, girl, like there you go. Like I felt myself coming back. And I am so hard on myself when it's period time, like, oh, you're bloated, you're not working out hard enough, your nutrition sucks, you suck, you could lift heavier, you haven't made enough progress. Like, these are all the things that I'm like telling myself and then trying to like say, girl, you're stronger than this, you're mentally tougher than this. Why are you beating yourself down? And if anybody can relate to this, that's really just the reason for this conversation. We do not need to beat ourselves down because literally 3 to 4 days, oh, there goes that beautiful girl again. There goes that it girl. There goes that girl running a business, a household, killing it at her job, killing at sales. Today was such a great sales day. And I'm just like standing there, bleeding my own blood, cramping, but also like shooting the breeze with friends. And now all of a sudden I sign up memberships. Like life is just so interesting. I love life. It's just so interesting, right? So we definitely need to extend to ourselves some grace. In these times, like it's unfair for us to beat ourselves down because I feel like society already gives us enough caca to deal with. I feel like we already have it heavy enough. Like we all have full plates. It doesn't matter if you have a spouse and you're happily married and shit is balanced. Like as a person in today's society, you already have a full plate, girl. Ease up, ease back. Okay. I will say, I guess a high would be that I feel like my vitamins are helping me with the flow of my cycle. Like, I'm used to having a heavier flow throughout my cycle. And it just only seems like since I've been taking the certain vitamins I've been taking, which I'll have to go back in my reels because I kind of illustrate them and I can explain them more, blah, 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 whatever. But I do feel like my cycle is getting a little bit lighter, which I'm truly appreciative of. It does definitely make things easier, but I just feel like breathe with me, sis. My sister's in flow, right? Anybody who can relate, breathe with me because it's not that bad and it's just a couple of days. It is literally just a couple of days. I'm blessed because my partner that I had been with, don't be messy. He gave me so much grace when I was on my cycle and I haven't really experienced that. And I hope that the people that are around you, my kids, they give me so much grace when I'm on my cycle. They just kind of understand, don't poke the bear. And for that, I'm grateful. So make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people that are graceful with you, because it makes it easier to be graceful with yourself. Okay. I think that, being that I'm on my cycle right before a vacation, it's so funny because how is my best friend in millions of miles, not millions of miles, she's in the country, but like how is she so far away and we both got hit with the red wave? Isn't that funny? At the same time. So we're going on vacation and I don't know why the Lord seen fit to strike both of our uteruses down, but here we are. Okay. Sorry for telling your business, girl, but you know, whatever, we're all girls. So some things that I could have done in retrospect, right? Because hindsight is 2020. Some things that I could have done to make this little space a little easier is I probably shouldn't have waited to the last minute to pack. When I say the last minute, I mean this evening. I'll be going home to pack. And part of that is because of my cycle, because I had like, honestly, a black and white wardrobe that I was just going to like be stunning in. Who's wearing a white dress now? Who's wearing a white dress? My white cover-up pants, my white bikini. Who is wearing it now? Not me. Okay. So there's a rhyme and reason to me waiting last minute to pack to kind of see where my body is at that point. And if I feel like a slob, like, okay, so I really feel like I just found this and this is actually vacation clothes, but I put it on tonight. I was going to wear a sundress to like be theatrical with y'all, but I was like, you know what? F it, because after I leave here, Target, oh, I'm going to be hitting the stores like Walmart. And so I got a lot of errands to run. So I'm like, you know what? No. But when I looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, girl, you put that shit on. Like my legs look good. My, my waist is, the bloat is going away. Okay. So we're getting it together. Anyways, I still have a lot of clothes to try on, which is probably like the part that I'm going to hate the most. And also, I don't have any friends. And my best friend, my 10-year-old, is actually with her TT, and I miss her so. I also have to find a good leave-in because normally I would have gotten like my hair braided, but I skipped that. I said, you know what? You're a natural girl. Your hair has grown. You're not bald-headed no more. Take your curls and own them. So eyebrows done, nails done, hair is going to be in curls. So I got to go do all that. I could have just been more prepared. I could have did more for myself to make it so that I could take these couple days like today and yesterday to rest and really be intentional. But there's always going to be a next time. Okay. Deep cleaning my house before leaving. So I did deep clean my house. My house is actually in really good shape because I cleaned it before I went to Miami for the weekend. So I'm actually proud of that. That was a little pat on the back. And I definitely encourage you, if you're going to go on a vacation, clean your house. That way, when vacation's over, you go back home, you can actually rest, because sometimes we need a vacation from our vacation. And it just feels so much better to come into a house that doesn't need anything done in there. Overthinking airport and cruise outfits. Not so much. I'm going to wear a tracksuit to the airport because I got to pick up my bestie. And then when we get from the airport, we're going to go have breakfast. After breakfast, I'm changing into I'm probably going to change into this. So, just mind your business when you see the pictures. Okay. And also, I think I was so terrified of like being in that like little stupor and being irritable and feeling like I don't want to do anything but like lay in the cabin and just like be cramping. I was so worried. But now that I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and also she's going through the same thing, like we're truly sisters in flow. I'm not worried about my personality anymore. I'm actually coming back and I'm blossoming. So I've taken you guys on a roller coaster ride so far, and I appreciate you, but I also apologize for having you all over the place. But you guys will get used to my ADD and how fast I go. And you guys will be able to catch up because I can have several conversations within one conversation. And that's what we're doing here, okay? So we're meant to be if you're keeping up. Mwah, I love you. So real quick, I just feel like because I'm going on a cruise and I am really looking forward to, honestly, it sounds probably silly. It's going to be a full moon while we're on one of the islands. So I'm anticipating just such a beautiful, spiritual, restful experience. And to say it out loud doesn't sound silly, but in my head, I'm like, why am I expecting a spiritual experience on a vacation? Well, I'm not going there to party like a rock star. I'm really going there to really, really let my hair down. A lot has been happening. I have so many things to process mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And so I need this. So I'm looking, and this is probably like a completely, nobody thinks this probably, but I'm looking forward to a spiritual reset, a physical reset, because they have a gym on the cruise. From what I understand, I wasn't able to find pictures of it, but I am going to be working out while I'm on the cruise, on the open sea. Okay. I'm going to be eating as much fresh fruit and salad, high protein that I can, no processed foods. I do know that when we get to Half Moon Cay, according to the TikToks, shout out to TikTok, that they do have like a free barbecue buffet. Then I will eat. I shall eat, okay? But it's going to be high protein. So it'll balance out, tomato, right? I'm definitely, like I said, I have liquid IV in here. So I'm definitely working on making sure that I go on the trip hydrated, but I want to stay hydrated on the trip. Protein is very important. Eating all 3 of my meals throughout the day is going to be very important to me, and how intentional I am about what I'm eating. I do not want to get loose and start snacking and eating crap, okay? I'm going to explore the idea of getting a sunrise in as well as a sunset. So this is not like a very, very long trip, but I'm going to do my best to experience both. And I'm going to get some really good sleep. I'm going to get some really good sun. I'm going to come crispy. When y'all see me next Wednesday, you're going to be like, where's Sasha at? This girl, who's this pretty dark-skinned girl? Because I'm going to get as much sun as I possibly can. And I hear Half Moon K has very little shade to offer. And so I'm going to be out in the middle of the water snorkeling. Shout out to TJ. He brought me some brand new snorkel gear and I'm really excited about it because I don't want to see a shark though. I want everybody to be clear. Zombies and sharks, not my jam. Shark, enter the picture, I'm gone. Zombie, enter the picture, I'm gone. Really funny, but I don't want to say the story because I think one of them watches, so I'm not even going to say it about zombies. Anyways, if you know me, that's what we don't do, okay? And I can swim, so a shark will not get me. And you know we got to talk about vaginas. You know we got to talk about the vagina. So I am not really going to talk about the vagina. I don't feel betrayed by my vagina because I'm not going to talk about her like that. But I just feel like my uterus can really get it together. And next time there's a vacation on the horizon, we're not doing this, okay? I will say when it comes to the All Things Vagina segment, please prepare for stickers. I already have All Things Vagina segment logo, so I want to go ahead and put some stickers out there. If you have not downloaded the coloring book, go online and download it. Episode 17 has the link to the coloring book. I'll get better at it. I know that some of you probably looked at it and was like, girl, what the hell is this? Listen, it is the idea. It is the intention behind it, less the artistry. So we'll get there. Just work with me. Just stick with me. Just support me, okay? I will say on vacation, I'm planning on keeping my pH very balanced. I'm actually planning on like resetting my whole body, like I said. So I will be taking my vitamins. We're able to bring a bottle of wine. We're not going to like booze out and get like super wasted. 1 bottle of wine each over 4 days, I think is super duper sophisticated, classy, and I think it's just enough. I'm going to be drinking my water. I am not going to be sitting in a wet bathing suit as much as I can help it. So I'll be packing extra bottoms with me, not only because I'm on my cycle, but also because I do not want to be caught up in a wet bathing suit and throw anything off for when I get home. I was not able to get a wax this week because, but whatever. I'm really upset about that. I probably shouldn't have brought that up because now I'm mad again. But anyways, just when it comes to All Things Vagina, I want you all to prepare yourself for, we're speaking into existence because I do have a special guest that I want to invite. She is a pelvic floor therapist. And when we talk about Kegels and stuff like that, we're thinking Kegels because I want that pussy tight, and we're thinking about sex. We're not thinking about the health of our pelvic floor as we age, as we give birth, et cetera, et cetera. And I think that it's really important to illuminate other things and to decenter sex because it is not number one. There's so many other reasons why our body is created like it is. It's so many reasons, other reasons why we should pay attention to our health. And it's other reasons why we should be paying attention to our lady parts. So maybe listen to a podcast, find something on YouTube about the pelvic floor, start to intentionally educate yourself. Maybe see if you can find any like floor routines, at home routines that will help that whole region. And wish me luck on reaching out to our pelvic floor therapist to get her on the show and learn some very valuable information. Also, shout out to, I'm not going to say the group chat because this is not my main group chat. Main group chat, you know who you are. But shout out to the group chat. They had this idea that when we take a Miami trip, that I should do a panel podcast with them. And I'm like, I'm toying with the idea. I don't think it would be very much fitness. It will be probably so more girl boss lifestyle, but I'm just yapping at this point. So ladies, I truly thank you for coming with me. Wish me luck. Good fortune, all the good stuff, right? Say a prayer for me as I go on this cruise. I know I'm going to enjoy myself. My best friend has never disappointed when it comes to company. I get to enjoy her and her girls, and I am not swimming with the freaking pigs. No shade, but that's just not my jam. It's not what I'm doing. But I cannot wait to see the clear oceans. I'm a Pisces. This whole situation is going to serve me with the full moon and the water and just being on the open sea. I feel like I'm just going to transform into a mermaid. So I love you all. Thank you for coming to my YAP session. And if you want to talk to me about a topic that you would like to hear about, if you want to know more about the pelvic floor discussion, which we will have an episode on, and hopefully bringing a guest on. If you have any specific questions, I would really, really love to bring to her a topic, like a main topic when it comes to that. So reach out to me. You can follow me on Instagram at Fit, Fine, and Flowing, TikTok, YouTube. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe on all the videos. You do not have to sit and watch my every move. You can let it play in the background while you're cleaning. Every once in a while to support some of my friends, I'll put their stuff on, I'll turn it down, and I'll have another device playing what I'm actually listening to. But listen to the podcast because it's going to help. It's going to help you. It's going to heal you. It's going to heal me. Okay. And shout out to 66 subscribers and episode 18. Here we are. Mwah. Thank you guys for coming.